Hi. I think we're stable. So far, we've seemed to be stable. Hey, how are you guys? Welcome to the makeup stream. I had to do a scuff tracking setup today, so that's always fun to have to do. Yeah, John S. Hi, good to see you guys. I hope your friend can make it, S. So the new modem won't be here until next week. I called our ISP today. I pointed out that I had data for like the past half year, over 30 speed tests showing that we are not getting advertised speeds on average in general. The guy told me that there are connectivity issues in our area at the moment and that he doesn't know when they'll be fixed. And I was like, what do you mean you have no estimate on when they'll be fixed? And he just said it's the kind of thing we can't predict because we don't know if there's parts or anyone out there actively working it. And I'm like, this is the most bullshit thing anyone could possibly be telling me. And yeah, so he's like, okay, well, let's, power cycle the router. And then it wouldn't connect. And he ran the test and was seeing stuff and stuff wasn't connecting. And it is sadly not matrix code. It is just little falling lights. And I was like, listen, when you go on the website, the modem we have is shown as a backup modem. He's like, oh, you have one of the older ones. And I was like, yeah, so like maybe a new modem might help. So they're gonna get us a newer modem that is hopefully going to work a bit better. And we'll see if that does anything. This was the other thing I was trying to show you guys the other day. Hang on. The Evangelion doohickey. And then when you type, it does stuff like that. We're under attack. 18, yeah, this one's cute. Hang on. It's cute. I like that it does the little hands. Yeah, the little keyword bongo cat's cute. So, anyways, yeah. Hi, how is everyone? So far, the connection's looking good. We may have to play things, yeah, knock on wood. So we may have to play things by ear next week because I also did the Twitch server test to make sure we had a decent connection on top of a speed test. So we may not do a schedule next week until the new modem gets here. Just for the sake of, actually trying to not have... Yeah, we're just gonna cowboy it. Alright, let me get the right... Do I have brown noise on? Good, I want brown noise on. And some chimes. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have to yeehaw it. Worst case, I don't know. Maybe we do just do a ASMR typing the B movie script stream, and I just read the script as I type it. That's a thing we could also do. Have you head, chest? Okay, good. I did grab the chest part. This is not straight. Hang on. Now it is straight. Okay. I also tried something to hopefully keep the camera from overheating. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, hi. I hope everyone's doing well. Like, it's taken so much just to get to this point that part of me is like already exhausted. And I just want to build my robot, man. I'd rather just get the parts ready to detail. Where's H? I need H. No, not H. You've already done H. No, we need the armor bits. What am I thinking? So F, J, and I. That's what we need. F, 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 F. There's I. And this is F. And this is J. F, J, and I. And I remembered plastic bags this time, so that's always fun. F, J, I, H, and K. You almost had to cancel. Yeah. Oh no, you couldn't get it reattached to the stand. That's not good. Have you looked into a quick release thing? Because I technically have a little quick release foot attachment thing that makes it really easy for me to basically take the camera on and off. I'm wondering something like that might work out for you. If I have a little mount. I might need to get a new mount because it's ball bearing it attaches with is starting to come loose in a way I don't like. But it sounds like you didn't have to cancel, which is good. Glad to hear that. What do you want? 19 and 18. Just a weird thing with the ball and socket joint. Yeah, that's why I like having the quick release. Why does this look so washed out? Hang on, let me go to the camera. I thought I had adjusted it. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, that seems better. All right. Pre-tuckered up with 2 grand. Oh no, has she been okay? Oh, how's Gran holding up? It doesn't sound good if she had a fall. No, Gran. I hope she's okay. Now I'm gonna worry about Gran. I don't want her to get hurt. That's no bueno. I don't blame you for being tuckered out, though. I'd be worried sick if my Gran fell. Always the dishberry. That's a good one. F21 and F20. All right. And then so we got 18, 19, 20, 21, 17, and 16. There it is. It doesn't help that the weather was really gloomy where I was today, too. Just kind of sucked. She might have smacked her. Oh, no. There's towels there? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear there were towels there. Oh, that must have been scary when you heard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm glad she's doing all right. Oh my gosh. I would not be holding it together. Because I have had yeah, that's not very, yeah, I can see how you'd be really tense and exhausted by that. For sure. Did I get J? No, I didn't. J, 7, and 8. So hopefully, once I get all these pieces cut out, I can wash them, give them a quick base coat, and then this is not the right bag. Left arm, I labeled the bags so I could keep track of them. Right arm, where's chest? Chest bag? Head bag. I had a chest bag. Where's chest bag? Where did chest bag go? Chest bag. We found it. Pinged your Uma streamer. Yay! I should just do an Uma stream someday. Show you guys my awful crash out accidental whale deck. And all my awful Umas because I can't get 3-star sparks to save my life. But yeah, no pressure if he doesn't show up. It is a Saturday evening. People tend to have plans on Saturday evenings. We'll also tend to have plans on Friday evenings too, but you know. Might get you to put time into playing. I mean, we can do it. We can go right now. We can go right now. I could just fire it up right now. I need to grab points for the event. Don't tempt me. I will. Oh, he did a Hishi Amazon run? Oh no. Yeah, I didn't roll for her because I'm saving for some stuff coming up in the future. Because, I'm also in Gunpla mode right now. Because according to the release schedule or the release history from the Japanese server, Fuji Kaseki should be showing up soon, and I like her, so I want to throw some rolls at her. But I can't throw too many at her because Summer Marizensky is coming up soon. And technically... Hello, Cloud Force! Hi! Well, the only girls... Yeah. Using the point boost helps a lot. Like, the last event, I only had 2 characters with boosts, and it was a... I kind of got tired of running Air Groove in Mayano Top Gun's careers. I was like, ugh. I'm glad there's more characters for this event because I'm able to switch around more easily. So I did call my ISP today and they said that there are connection issues in my area, but they don't know when those might be fully resolved. They are going to be sending a new modem, and I did disconnect the, I was trying to use, what was it, an Ethernet over power thing. I disconnected that, so it seems to be holding up better today. It did dip under 5 earlier, and I got worried, but it looks like we've been holding up okay so far. So we are going to be getting a new router, or not a new router, a new modem next week. And what I was saying earlier is we might have to play stream days by ear next week, because basically what I'm probably gonna do is I will have to test the connection before I go live, and if it looks like it's not holding steady, basically reschedule until the new modem arrives, because we are using, I don't know why they haven't sent a newer model to the house, because apparently the model that we have is an older model, and on their website it's advertised as a backup modem, and I'm like, okay. Like, is this device even compatible with the current network infrastructure? I have no idea. I basically pulled all my speed test data, gave him the averages. Like a CDC plus, yeah. Hello, oh, Cloud Force, thank you for the resub. Yeah, frontrunners are a little easier to train because you can stack mostly speed. They don't need as much power, but you can kind of focus just speed and stamina for them. Once you start building stuff like pace and late surger and end closer, you start having to balance power a bit more, because power basically, I think power is technically something to do with their ability to hit speeds, but it mostly comes into play more when it's like basically the more someone needs to pass, the more you have to factor in some power, is how I understand it. There's still a lot of nuances that I actually don't understand in Uma Musume. It's a little hokey. Yeah, I really wish I wasn't still trying to farm like 3-star just basic starter parents, because I've just had really bad luck with farming parents. So yeah, I'm the kind of person too that, like, even though we have all this information about how everything works, my brain just can't process all of it. Yeah, Top Gun. So what makes Mayano Top Gun tricky is that a lot of the other front runners coming from behind, no. Running Gold Ship in general is like you're clenching the whole race. She can't. So the other thing that makes Top Gun, I think, a little tricky is that she has a lot of long races in her career as well. So a lot of the other front runners, like Sakura Bakushino especially, she mostly focuses on like miles and sprints, so you don't need to worry about stamina. But Top Gun has races like the Arima Kinen and the Kikuka Shell in her career, and that you have to start factoring in stamina for that. So you have to train stamina, because like with power, when you have to do power, you don't have to like worry about fussing your deck, because speed also trains power. So you'll still build power if you are hitting speed, which helps a lot. But stamina, like training power will help with stamina, but you basically, what is it? I think you have to hit around like 600, and then it goes down if you're able to get a recovery skill like Swinging Maestro to help offset. Which is why everyone loves the Super Creek SSR card, because it gives Swinging Maestro. So if you have recovery built into their kit, like Agnes Tachyon and Super Creek both have uniques that do recovery, and that helps with not needing to build as much stamina too. But it's also one of the reasons why people tend to target wanting 9-star stamina parents, because depending on the distance, now you don't have to worry about training stamina as much, and you can focus more on speed and power. Top 3 in February 6 for Haru, yeah. Yeah, I think everyone should have Agnes Tachyon. And she has, her unique skill is a recovery skill. Tachyon is, I believe, one of the 1-stars everyone's able to get. Super Creek is a 2-star. So, depending on how much you've rolled, you may not have her yet. I'm trying to think who else has recovery. I think those are, in terms of uniques, those are the 2 who have unique skills that do recovery. So you don't have to worry about like your support cards or training events to get the skill. I know some of the other girls have it in their potential levels, but that takes grinding to get. So you need the money and the sashes and all that stuff to unlock the potential stuff. So yeah, like off the top of my head, I think those are the two who have recovery built in. And then if you're looking for recovery skills, depending on what cards you have, yeah, because usually, yes, Creek is the one with the mommy personality. Hey, Piggy! Yeah, this is a bit of a gorilla stream. I had a little bit of trouble getting it set up today, but hi, welcome in. I like Creek. I like Creek a lot. The doting thing is a little weird, but I still like her despite it. Some people like her because of Goo Goo Babies. I don't particularly care for Goo Goo Babies. Despite the Goo Goo Babies, I still like her. What does Goo Goo Babies mean? You'll have to find out when you finish her career. I'm not gonna tell you what Goo Goo Babies is about. Yeah, so she does have... The one snack with training Super Creek is that there is a point in her career where she gets a debuff called Under the Weather, and she will basically have it until the Kikuka show in her classic year, and then it'll go away. It is a story debuff. And the first time I got it, I spent like 3 turns going to the infirmary trying to get it cured before I found out it couldn't be cured. So I had to just restart that run. Early on, it does make her very difficult to train. I remember I couldn't train her until I had better parents and a better deck available. Because that debuff, oh, if you don't have like practice perfect to balance it out, or you're not running something with like failure insurance, oh man. Oh, does Hishi Amazon get a debuff during her run? I didn't know that. Didn't know she had a debuff. Oh, that happened to me with who was it that had it? Grass Wonder, and I was so upset. I got the raffle ticket on Grass Wonder, and then she struck out in the semifinals, and I was like, no. Now we need not J. We need F. F23 and F22. Did we already get those? We didn't. That sucks that she almost had a perfect vodka run. Okay, we're gonna put these in the bag. It's so funny because, like, who have I gotten the ticket on? I've gotten it on El Condor Pasa, Super Creek. Hang on, do I have the pictures on my phone? I have to see if I have it, because I know I got it on El Condor Pasa and Super Creek. His Amazon got a migraine for 3 consecutive... Oh my god. That sucks. That sucks so bad. I hate when you get... I've had so many times where I'll get do the debuff cleanse, and then they'll get a mood down event, and I'm like, do you actually want to win? Or are we just here to play around? Like, girl, what is you be doing? I may not have this. Oh, I got it with Oguri! Yay, I did get it. Okay, so I got in 3, at least. That one's on JP. I've also gotten it a couple times on my side account on JP, but... Okay, so I've gotten it 4 times. Oh my god, Slacker. Ugh. Yeah, I was doing a Die with Scarlet run earlier, and some of the events are so like, what do you mean you're getting a mood down from this? Because Die with Scarlet had one where I guess her twin tails didn't come out right that morning, so her mood went down. And I think the only mood down event there's only 2 mood down events I've ever been like, you know what, that's fair. And basically, those events are Haru Urara discovering there's a pickle in her burger. Understandable, I would have a mood down too. And the other event is, I don't think it's a mood down, but you do lose energy from it at the very least. King Halo has a possible event during her career where she stays up too late practicing her laugh. and she doesn't get enough sleep that night. And when I got that event, I was just like, you know what? You can have that. You can have that, girl. Oh, I do need the A runner. Hold up. Disney matter if you remove the pickle. Yeah, exactly. And people don't get that, because even if you remove the pickle, right? Even if you remove the pickle, it's got like, pickles are so acidic that H18, hang on, I gotta find this first, H18. Like, pickles are so acidic that wherever they're sitting, they just kind of like affect the flavor. I've tried to pick out pickles and stuff, and it's just like, you can just taste where the pickle was. It's so annoying. It upsets me so much. It's so funny, like, King Halo is so funny, because, sometimes in the lobby, there's random conversations you can proc in the lobby. And one of the ones for King Halo is she's talking to Kawakami Princess. And she's basically, hello, Arg, good to see you. I need to find the F runner again. Here it is. And it's so funny because she's sitting there with Kawakami Princess, and she's going over how to laugh with her, how to do the laugh. It's so funny to me. Yeah. All right, I need a 29. There we go. And like, when I saw that she actually does practice it and she practices the pose and everything, I was like, you know what? I respect it. Did we get F29? No, here it is. Oh, yeah. Wait, Airgroove is difficult to work with? Is she? She seemed pretty straightforward to train to me, because it's not like she has any weird career quirks. That's odd. I didn't know she was considered difficult to work with. Huh. I wonder why. K9. That should do it for chest pieces. Yeah, I'm trying to think what would make Airgroove so difficult. Because she has the triple TR races, but those are basically on a similar schedule to the Triple Crown races. What would make her difficult to work with? Is it her growth rates or something? Mechanic. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's true, because sometimes the horses will have random races that they just don't have the aptitude for. Like, it kills me that Symboli Rudolph randomly has a race at the start of her career. It's a mile race, and she doesn't have mile aptitude. And it's like, It's the only mile race you have to do in her entire career. So it's like, why would you raise her mile aptitude just for that one race? But it's there. That's true. Some people do have wonky aptitudes for their careers. I know that's a whole point for Mahono Bourbon's career, because apparently in her story, it's like she was basically a natural born sprinter, but she wants to run the Triple Crown. Oh, wait, is it... Daiwa is scripted to lose to vodka. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, she actually does, like, the laugh and the pose and everything. Her career is also wonky. It took me a while to get the hang of her career, because she does try to do the Triple Crown races. But that's not where her talents lie. But you can train her to win the Triple Crown. Yeah, no, she is straight like, ah! I didn't do a good one just now, but you know what I mean. It's part of her victory animation too. When she, ah! No! Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. When she wins a G1 race, she also does the lap, and it's pretty great. Yeah, exactly. She does the ERB laugh. ERB does an amazing one. Like, every time I hear her doing anything vocally, I'm in awe of her. Genuinely, just in awe of her talent. Definitely not terrified of her skinwalker abilities or anything. I don't want to get too loud because my parents are sleeping. Can you ASMR an Ojo laugh? Hold up. Alright. Hang on, how can I do this? If I'm going to do this. Okay. Hand. And then... No, it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work if you try to ASMR it. Well then, maybe that's something to work on for the future. Trying to figure out how to ASMR the laugh. Oh, Machikane Fuki Kitaru? Hers is interesting. I actually haven't done a career run for her in a while. I sounded like early era Pink with that voice. Oh man. Maybe one of these days I'll have an ASMR arc. Who knows? It's hard to like keep that kind of volume though. Like it's kind of crazy to me because I did actually just try it once. Like I was like stuck in traffic, so I tried just like talking like an ASMR artist, and I was like, oh my god, it's actually like kind of difficult to keep up that whisper the whole time. It's like after a while you just want to talk at normal volume and not just keep whispering, or at least I did, and I was just like, oh my goodness. I'm sure if someone's like soft-spoken, it's probably less of a learning curve, but especially when you get so used to like talking at this volume, for example, when you're streaming, trying to suddenly shift to like talking like this and having an ASMR whisper, all of a sudden you get really conscious about your distance from the microphone and trying to make sure that you're not too far so people can still hear you. And it's like, oh my gosh. Oh, the ada still hits. That's good. All right, so I think that takes care of the chest. Yeah, that's another thing too, because I remember starting out, when I was starting out with VTubing, that was actually a consideration that a lot of people were pointing out, is it's like, do you use your natural voice, or do you actually affect a voice when you are streaming? And some people do choose to do a voice because they feel it matches their character better, or it's going to be more appealing. They don't like their natural voice. So for example, maybe I wanted to try to sound cuter, and I would talk like this instead with a slightly higher pitch voice and do like the, you know, the VTuber accent, or however it goes. I don't actually know how the VTuber accent goes, but yeah, I could have tried talking with a higher voice. But I've also seen a lot of cases where people who have been VTubing for a while, if they do a voice, and I especially saw this with some of the HoloLive JP talents, eventually they started straining their voices, and they basically shifted to a more natural voice, so that they wouldn't ultimately have long-term consequences. So I feel like it's better to eventually move to your natural voice. I mean, some people do it as because it's an additional layer of, like, you know, security with, you know, not having people recognize you. Because if you have a very distinct voice, I can see how that might be a concern. If you're out and about in the wild and you get recognized. Let's see, so we did J and C already, so we need DK. Donkey Kong. DK. How does the DK rap go? Hang on, what are the DK rap lyrics? Hang on. Wait, hold up. Hang on, you guys. I have to pause the music for a second, because I said DK and now we gotta do something. Hold up. Hang on. I mean, having a narrator voice is not a bad thing, in my opinion. Okay. Coming for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you through this monkey rap. Huh, DK. Donkey Kong, leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. He's got style, so listen up, dudes. She can shrink in size to suit her mood. She's quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can float through the air and climb up trees. You choose her, you'll not choose wrong. With a skip and a hop, she's one cool Kong. DK. Donkey Kong has no style, he has no grace. Kong has a funny face. Can he... Wait, what? He can? Oh shit! Wait, what? Oh. I forgot about this one. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here, he's back again, and about time too. And this time, he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his jetpack on, with his pistols out. He's one tough Kong. Make you smile when he plays his tune. Kremlings beware, cause he's after you. Huh, DK. Donkey Kong. Finally, he's here for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. This Kong's so strong, it isn't funny. Can make a Kremlin cry out for mommy. Pick up a boulder with relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. He may move slow, he can't jump high, but this Kong's one hell of a guy. Huh, come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells, grapes, melons, oranges, coconut smells. Oh, I didn't know this part. Nuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Hi. Yeah, I said DK because I was reading the runners and yeah, did not remember those parts. I forgot about that one guy in the middle and I was like, hold up, he does what now? Oh my word. Okay, hold up. Activity, lighting, activity to gaming in the interior. Sorry, I still have to get some of the new gritters. Turn decor to space. Okay. Alright, it's going. I don't need seagulls anymore. We can get rid of the seagulls. Goodbye, seagulls. I don't think there's a space one. No, there isn't. Okay. I like the DLC a lot. The DLC also has some the train DLC has some very, very cute companions in it. Anyways, now that we've gone through that, I need, which runner is this? I don't think I need the I runner. Okay. You know, I don't actually know the DK rep. I had to look up a version. Because I didn't have an N64 when I was growing up. So I actually had to look it up and just wing it based on what I know about what I remember of the rhythm and the melody. J, J, J. DKJ. Is that all I need? Oh, and a C. C1. Asking if there are any owl companions. Give me 1 second and I will take a peek. I gotta find L real quick. L. L, is this L? Yes, this is L. Okay. So let me take a peek at the ones I do have unlocked. Hang on 1 second. That's odd. Why is that not showing? Huh. Odd. Not sure why that's not showing. All the companions in the base game and Among Us. Okay. Does not work as a... Hold up. Okay, yeah, there it is. I don't wonder why that didn't want to capture. Let's see. Owls. So you have all the ones in the base game and the Amogus. So in this one, there is a capybara. Squire Sprout, Bubble Ducky. Bubble Ducky's a pretty good one. Bento Bunny, Cinnaspinner, Syrupy, Summer Stew, Jamama, Taco Trio, Noodle Dew, Toastmate. So no owls there. Look at this cute little guy. Oh wait, it's not showing. Why is it not showing? Are you serious? Now it's going. Lord baby Jesus. Okay. I didn't see any owls in the cooking DLC, although there is Bubble Ducky, and Bubble Ducky is very cute. And then as for the train, we got Ursa, we got Aviator, Cluier, Waility, Bushy, Deep Toad, Dandelion. I know the whale's very good. The train one has really, really good companions so far. Like look at this. Look at that. It's a dandelion. And we did get a parrot just now. I'm not sure what that is. That looks like it might be a moth or a butterfly, and a hedgehog, maybe. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's an owl, unless this is somehow an owl, but I kind of doubt it. Which is unfortunate now that I think about it, because you think an owl would be a really obvious shoo-in. Actually, I wonder if... do the bird ones, like, maybe have an owl, like, color? Oh, that's good. That's just pigeon. That's just pigeon. Oh, I love that. You're just a city pigeon. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Oh! 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 Oh, oh, wait, this is Spirit City. I was checking to see if there's an owl. Oh. Oh, big stretch, buddy. You can be pink? Sorry, we're getting a little... Wait, the whale. What colors do you have? Cute. Oh my god! It's got little moss on it! I like the purple though. Otter. Oh, you're so cute. Look at this thing. Yeah, it does. It is like the windfish from Link's Awakening. The bear conductor is so cute. Look at him! Alright, I was gonna check the other birds to see if they have anything owl adjacent. Chicken, duck. Not really owl. Amogus. Oh! It comes with different headwear. That's, sure. Where are the other birds? That's not bird, that's not... You are bird. None of these are owl-like. Oh, she'll like the chicken one? Okay. Yeah, chicken comes in colors. That's a sentence. Chicken comes in colors. There's also this little guy. Oh, this one's cute. Oh, it's got the little plaid collar. Aww. That one's oh, this one is kind of owl-ish. If you get the colors. And this one's in the base game. I was using this one for a really long time because it's cute. Oh, little gingerbread theme. Yeah, I think this one, if you put it in the right colors, yeah, it's like a little doggo are the way to go, not bias. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I do have to have, which one was it again? Oh, the caterpillar. Yes, I have to have the caterpillar to finish getting all the ones for, the ones that I'm missing. 'Cause I have 3 more to collect. Chapter pillar. So I have to have chapter pillar out. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the capture back on. Aha. Okay. We are now working on right arm. Let me get my... Doggos are very good. We have had this discussion before. I will not argue that point with you. We need the D runner first. Go. D16. I'm gonna assume I need... Yeah, you had the Spirit City tangent. I'm gonna assume I need both of these for each arm. Oh, shrimp... Oh, that's a good call. Ooh. That back do be shrimping, though. It's so funny, because I know part of me should care a little bit about training for Champions Meet, because you can get a lot of good rewards if you do well, but also they happen so fast, I just can't bring myself to care for them. Oh, hydrate. Yeah, I should hydrate. You're right. Thank you for those. Thank you for taking care of your streamer, Tamagotchi. I think it's one of my favorite things that people said, that like they love when people have the self-care redeems because it makes it seem like chat's taking care of a Tamagotchi. You have to like stretch and water your Tamagotchi so that they can thrive. I only have 113. Is there another K? Do I have a second? What? Wait, so then for the left arm, does it not have that? K12, K13, okay. Does the left arm not have that? No. Where's 12? What? Yeah, it says there should be a... Oh, wait, I just cut out K12. Okay. Oh, there is no K13 on that one. Okay. Okay. No. Technically, no, I don't think you do. Technically, you don't even need to worry about modding, because technically that was just for Metal Gear Solid. I keep forgetting to unmod people. Oh, wait, okay, so I don't need to worry about a second 13, but I do need J now. J3. There should be 2 3s? 1 3. Oh, right, because this is only on this arm. Okay, I should keep these parts separate then. Wait, did I cut out K13? Oh, I didn't. Okay. There we go. K13 goes there. Got J3 and K13. There we go. Then I need a C1, 8 and 10. Oh, okay. Is that blown up? Just ever a quarter or a Dragon Age stream, I'm your guy. Hell yeah. I don't know if there will be. I did try Dragon Age once. I could not get into it. Which was kind of a shame because everyone spoke so highly of it, and then I just couldn't get into it when I tried it. Who knows? Maybe someday. I still have a lot of Super Robot Wars to get through. I'm gonna be honest, for a hot second, when I was getting ready, part of me just wanted to be like, what if I just said screw it and played more Super Robot Wars? It was... I thought about it, if I'm being honest. So I need F25 and F26, but F26... Yeah, my backlog is intimidating. That's... Yeah, I know, that's the weird thing, is because everyone said you like Alistair, and then I was just like, he's alright. It also didn't help that the version I got apparently came with an item that basically maxed out a companion's affinity when you gave it to them, so I thought it was just like a little gift to like get you a jump start to help you like get started with leveling affinity. So I gave it to him, and the next thing I know, he's like propositioning my character, and I'm like, sir, we've been playing this game for 20 minutes. What is happening? I was very confused. Like, it's like, what? We're just, what? This is just happening? Huh? I did not realize that apparently that item was like, congratulations. You have a max relationship now. And I'm like, what? But there was a dog. The dog was good. I did like the dog. I do remember the dog. Dog, good. Okay. Let me just finish cleaning that, and then let me get up and stretch. Drink some water. Wow. Okay, Scrimbo. Move you to the bed now. The blanket's fluffier, okay? 안녕하세요. 안녕, 고객님. 피곤하십니까? 아이고, 우리 고객님. 우리 이쁜 고객님. 아이고, 이쁘라. 아이고, 귀엽죠. 피곤하는 거 뭐야? Okay. Hello, I'm back. I switched out my blanket to my winter blanket recently. Before I switched, I put it down and I put Scrimble on it, and I was like, all right, is this blanket Scrimble approved? Thankfully it was. There was a what? Could you imagine if like someone watched what ads they got on their stream and then they technically put like sponsored by Butterfinger, and it's technically it's not wrong. Technically, this stream is now technically sponsored by Butterfinger when you think about it. Like, that is not a factually incorrect statement for me to make and say about the stream. You'd probably get in trouble for that. Just a Halloween background, it zipped across, bounced up, and then the tagline. Huh. Butterfinger is one of those candies that, like, I feel like what keeps them in business are McDonald's McFlurries, because they're a mix-in for McFlurries. Maybe Dairy Queen? Are they a Blizzard mix-in? I don't remember. I don't go to Dairy Queen very often. But, like, I feel like Butterfingers are just one of those things that, like, I remember them being popular when I was a kid, and now, like, no one eats them, and no one seems to like them. So I'm kind of surprised they're still around? Yeah. Like, ever since they changed the formula, I feel like they lost a ton of appeal, and it's specifically because of how they stick to teeth and feel like they stick your teeth together. So I remember Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, it is the new Gundam. We are working on getting parts for the RG new Gundam ready for me to detail. So we're just cutting out parts, and we actually have the inner frame built. And once I get the parts panel lined and decaled, we'll do a final stream of putting everything together. But yeah, I need to... Yeah, an Anaheim mobile suit. Good old Anaheim. The Lockheed Martin of Gundam. Are they... I'm an SNRI quest. Oh man. Wait, are they the Lockheed Martin, or are they more of like the Raytheon of Gundam? I need to think about this now. Probably both. Yeah, they don't really have multiple arms manufacturers in there, do they? But Anaheim does play both sides. They're just like, hey, if you can pay the cost and you're willing to sign the contract, we'll build it. We're not picky. It's so goofy. True to life, probably. That's that. I'm gonna need one of these. But yeah, you're right. It is probably both. How do I detail my kit? So usually I will do a combination. There's a monkey pouted soccer. I wouldn't be surprised. What I usually do when I want to detail a kit is I will do a gloss coat to protect the kit, and then I will panel line, do water slides, and then top coat it. So I do panel lining and water slides for now. I do want to learn scribing someday, but I'm not very good at scribing, so I don't scribe yet. Oh, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so that's usually it. I don't always detail kits. Sometimes I just panel line and call it a day. But this kit in particular, because I do like new Gundam, I decided I did want to get some water slides and stick them on. But I've been very bad about actually getting around to getting these parts cut out so I can start detailing. So I'm using my stream to hold myself accountable. currently scribing on double zeta. Yeah, is it? Because I think for me, which one? If you're talking G-Savior, believe it or not, yes, I have seen G-Savior. Do I remember what was in it? No. I kind of purged it from my memory, but I know I've seen it. Is it? Because, like, whenever I see scribing, like, I just can't visualize where to put the lines. And this actually kind of ties into what we were talking about last time about how, like, just because you know how to read sheet music doesn't mean you can do, like, jazz improv. So I don't know if it's just, I just can't conceptualize and visualize it the way other people do. Isn't the Gundam artifact tiny? I don't know, because I need, Double Zeta is one of those ones I actually need to go and watch. Alright, so that takes care of this right arm. Which means now it's time for left arm. So we did get K and D already. D and H29, okay. That's F. T, I don't think I have the H still. Where's H? H. Tiny, 55, 2.5. Oh my gosh, that is tiny. Then H29. H. Oh, that is tiny. Good lord. Okay. Let's not lose this piece then. Let's hang on to that. I am not actually, I don't think I've heard of the assemble models. They do sound tiny though. An H and a D. 3. You know, I can't. You know, with a name like Miniature Model Maker, can't say that's too surprising. I get it. Small models are fun. And then F27. Ew. F is this one, isn't it? F, yes, F. F27. Where is it? Where'd you go? Suddenly I can't. Oh, here it is. 27. And then we need 2 and H42. Okay. Alt version. I've seen the high new version, but I don't know if there's another alt version that you're talking about. I need H42. Would help if I had this the right side up. 42, okay. Thanks for reminding you that G-Savior was a thing. Yeah. High Streamer new gun. Oh, I've definitely heard High Streamer. I can't think of it in the moment of what it looks like though. I need I. I is here. I8. 8. RX93. Oh no. My poor piano brain. So John typed RX93FF, and instead of my brain reading it as FF or double F, my brain went RX93 Fortissimo. Oh, man. I'm over here now because hello, Piggy. Welcome to Twitch, and thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. You used to, yeah, I used to play piano. I used to play piano. I wish I was better at keeping up with it, but I also don't feel like lugging my keyboard up the stairs. Music brain go brr. Yeah, it's so funny because we were actually talking about music and key signatures in Delta Room the other day, and I was pointing out that I was always really, really bad at ear training, and I was like, yeah, I think this song is in a minor key, and then I looked at the sheet music. It was A major, and I was like, ooh. We're still bad at it. Oh, yeah, it's a shame that his JP voice actor ended up... So I have... It's something called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. So it is basically various... It is a lo-fi playlist provided by Homework Radio that is basically not going to get copyright claimed by having it on stream. I was using Lo-Fi Girl for a while, but they've started, I think they changed their stream usage rules recently. So technically you're supposed to have a license with their playlists. Yeah, so if you look up... Yeah, Amuro is fine, but it's a shame about his VA, yeah. So if you look up Homework Radio, and I believe Jazz Hop Cafe also allows stream usage as long as you credit. Those two do still allow usage. I believe with Jazz Hop, you'll also get the songs claimed, but I haven't had any issues with song claims from Homework. It's Homework. I actually don't know if it would affect monetization or not, because I'm not monetized on YouTube at the moment. So it says that it wouldn't affect monetization. So I won't know until I do, unless I do get monetized on YouTube, and then I'll have to find out if it actually affects monetization or not. Yeah, yes, please don't drop spoilers, because we do have people who are like making their way through watching UC stuff. Much appreciated, Asian. But I do like Spirit City because you can also... Actually, let me just switch to the window real quick so I can show you. So one thing I do like about Spirit City is that you can also add different soundscapes to the background. So right now I have chimes, brown noise. I always have vinyl going and wind, but you have different stuff you can add. You can tweak the volume. It's a fun one. So I usually try to change up the sounds in the background every stream, but some stuff I do keep in there on a consistent basis. Speaking of Amuro, they're in Super Robot Wars Y, right? Or did I... Right? Amuro's in Super Robot Wars Y? Charclones is an anime trope. It is! I mean, the trope's just called Charclone because it's the most well-known example. But it's definitely not unique to Gundam at this point. Especially with how much, like, stuff like Gundam gets referenced in general. Like, I would argue, technically, Charclones aren't even the first example of Charclones. Because I think it was Osamu Tezuka who had his star system. There was, like, one of the OG, like, big series makers basically had something called a star system, where they basically had like what was it? Like a set cast of archetypes that they would just use throughout multiple works. Yeah, that actually threw me off the first time I heard that, because I think in G Gundam the cameras are the eyes, but in other Gundams it's not. They're just other sensors. Because G Gundam, I don't remember the cameras actually being elsewhere. Yeah, that threw me off the first time I heard it. I was like, what do you mean the cameras aren't in the eyes? Okay, this one is being fussy. Filed down, but I'll get it. Also, Zeon called the Gundam uncanny. I wonder if that's just a translation quirk. Who knows? Although it is funny because I think if I were to say which set of mobile suits was most likely to actually be produced in real life, all Gundam just being full of dirt. If I were to imagine, like when I think about it, I feel like the faction of Gundams most likely to actually be produced are actually the Zeon Gundams. Like, I feel like those would be the most likely to have been made in real life. And that's for a couple different reasons, actually. Because one, the Zeon suits were actually painted more like what you would see from, like, helicopters and tanks and whatnot. Yeah, like the Doms and the Zakus, I feel like, would have been, like, are technically the more realistic of the Gundam, of, like, the mobile suits that you see in UC Gundam. Because the mono-eye camera, I can see that making sense. You have the one camera that you swivel around and move. The fact that they have, like, the larger feet at the bottom, that makes sense in terms of, like, ground stability and whatnot. GMs might have had a chance of being made, but the reason why I say Zeon over stuff like the GMs is because their paint jobs are much closer to what you would see on a real-world tank or aircraft in terms of being solid color, whereas the Earth Federation suits tend to look like they're in parade colors, or they're, like, colored up to be intentionally made to look more appealing. Whereas, like there's aspects of the Zeon designs where I'm just like, I've seen stuff like that on aircraft and tanks. Hello, Kamari! Welcome in! It's great to see you. How did you enjoy Dark Souls? Hope you had a good stream. My name is Ursa Marida. I am an after-hours hobby bear and girl whale extraordinaire. We are working on parts for the RG RX-93 New Gundam tonight. So feel free to come in, stretch, take a break, and go to bed if you need to. Yeah, it's funny too because, like, technically the Zaku do look more uniform, standard issue, militaristic, and they have adapted versions for different terrains. But what's really funny about that is, in universe, one of the reasons why Zeon ends up petering out towards the end of the war is that they didn't focus on... Yeah, there's military practicality in their design. But it's also really funny that, like, one of the reasons that Zeon, like, loses steam towards the end of the war is because they started focusing on, like, super weapons instead of mass production. But because the EFSF focused on mass production and had better supply lines, it basically turned into a war of attrition. Unfortunately, Big Zam is not sustainable as a mass-produced model. Oh, Big Zam. Big Zam, you are too good for this sinful world. Which, I know I've mentioned it before, but that is also just another additional fun little parallel to World War II, in case people weren't sure who the good guys and bad guys are supposed to be. But you know, maybe that's another reason why their stuff feels more... If you were taking it to a battle sim, which mobile suit would I take with me? Ooh. That's a good one. Which... I mean, am I restricted to a particular timeline? Like, am I restricted to UC, or can I pick from anything? Can I pick from any timeline? Or are we talking UC specific? This is a very crucial point. Oh, the World War II thing is absolutely real. There's definitely all sorts of parallels. I mean, they're not very subtle about it. To all timelines, in that case, probably Rising Gundam. Because that's the only one I know of that has a bow. I want to shoot a giant fuck-off laser bow. Goof custom flight type, 100%, yeah. I'd either go with Rising or a suit that has funnels, because I'd love to know what it's like to actually use and control funnels. Oh shit, I need bags for the shoulders. I forgot about the shoulders. Ooh. Whoops. I forget. Mass production units. If we're going with mass production units, probably a Taurus from Wing. Because those were pretty solid in terms of being mass produced. And I don't know, like, there's something about the Taurus that I feel like they would somehow be easier to pilot compared to a GM. I don't know why I would think that. Take a hev gun, because why not? You just need to go beyond the time. Oh my gosh, yeah. Although I guess... Because it's like, there's also, like, you could also consider, like, Wing Zero or Unicorn for the, like, the Buster Cannon, or Buster Rifle, or the Beam Magnum. But so much, I don't know, like, would you even feel the recoil from firing those guns? Probably with the Buster Rifle. Yeah, probably with the Buster Rifle, because they definitely show recoil affecting the suit in Endless Waltz. Now I'm thinking. Because, like, what would it feel like to shoot a giant gun in a Gundam? Like, how much of the recoil would you actually feel? Then again, if I wanted to shoot a big gun, I'd probably have to go with something like Dynamis, because it actually has a proper aiming interface set up. Since Lock-On's a sniper and all that. 7 shots before refueling, interesting. I feel like Death Scythe would be another interesting one to try out in a training sim. Just because of, like, its unique armaments. Okay. I did not bring enough plastic baggies. That is my bad. Okay, so. Hold on. When any MS5s are being, their arm broke, yeah. Well, that's why you just go and, you just bring 4 extra spare arms with you. Easy solution. Finally figured it out with the Silver Bullet suppressor, man. Wait, Project Dragon? Why is it called that? That's dumb. Fun fact, GM Quell is related to Gunpla. Oh, Ariel would be another really fun one to do in a training sim, actually. Wait, well, actually, no. I guess that would depend on if you had permission and Ariel was cool with you. Technically. But if Ariel was cool with you, Ariel would be cool to do in a flight, in a training sim. Not a flight sim, a training sim. Okay. Yes, exactly. Yes, it has. Yes, the reason why the silver bullet suppressor has all the arms on the back is because Bonergy keeps the beam magnum from Unicorn, and it actually has an entire mechanism for when he shoots it, it replaces the arm. Hang on, where's the clip? There's a clip of it. It's so goofy. Like, it's up there as one of my favorite suits because it's such a ridiculous thing. Okay, hang on. Silver bullet suppressor. No, I don't want the Gunpla review. I need the actual shot. This is how the... Hang on, I'm checking the clip. Where is it? Where's the clip? Is this the thing? Okay, yes, okay. 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 All right. Okay. So, here we go. Watch carefully. All right. Yep. See that? No. I made sure it wasn't anything kooky to narrative. I was looking specifically for just the arm replacement mechanism. Yeah. Yeah, so all you can see here, but yeah, so you can see here, it's basically, it takes the arms from the back and it replaces it on the silver bullet suppressor. It's so funny. Oh, why? Yeah, because it has a weapon with it that is so powerful that it basically, the recoil is so strong, it basically busts the arm that it shoots with. So it has, because the magazine for that weapon in particular has 5 shots, it has 4 spare arms for each shot. It is such a goofy thing that they did, but it makes so much sense that I can't help but love it that someone was just like, I love this gun so much, technically my suit can't handle it, I'm gonna talk to engineering and convince them to somehow make me a thing and 4 replacement arms so I can shoot this gun, because I love this gun. It's so funny. I wish I enjoyed. Yeah, it's the beam magnum rifle is 5 shots to a magazine. 5 shots, 5 arms. Good stuff. Wait, was Amuro? I forgot. I needed to look up something. Is Amuro in Super Robot Wars Y? Is he in there? Oh, he is in there. Okay, so Amuro is in Y. Okay. I guess the question is, which suit is he in? He is. Okie dokie. Good to know. I love using the unicorn in Battle Ops too. Yeah. Should be fun. I need to get back to Y because the Mustache Gundam turn A. Yeah, that's true. What's crazy is that I didn't know that turn A. Oh, whoa, hey, whoops. I didn't realize that was still up. I didn't realize that turn A. Oh, yeah, that's right. High Streamer New Gundam. High Streamer New. Well, let's do Gundam. High Streamer. It's so crossbone coded. Let's see. Show it to me. Let's see. Level weapons. 23 new. Gundam. Variants. Heavy weapons. Full armor. Titusha. Developed into. That's odd. None of these are coming up. Huh. Oh well. I thought it would have been interesting if they put high new. Yeah, that's right. You did just get the Moonlight Butterfly. What I didn't know, actually, was that I didn't realize Turn A is supposed to be, like, a canon welding type series, kind of like Breath of the Wild was to all the Zelda timelines. So I didn't realize that, like, in Turn A, every Gundam timeline has happened, apparently. Like, it doesn't matter what Gundam timeline, Turn A is at the end of all of them somehow. And that, like, took me a bit to process. I was like, what is this reference doing here? And it was like, oh. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Any Gundam show is canon to Turn A, which is very interesting to find out. Oh. Oh, sorry. Oh. Yeah, it solves everything. Like, all things become crap. Everything becomes crap. Everything leads to Turn A. You're so right. You're so right. Carcinization. Moonlight butterflyization. Got him. Alright, so I am gonna go ahead and wrap up for the night. I am still feeling a little off, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it easy. So like I discussed earlier, because we will be getting a new modem next week, we will attempt to stick to the usual Wednesday and Friday. But yeah, good job on finishing your bits. Head to bed and have a good night. So we will try to stick to the usual days on Wednesday and Friday. It'll probably be Super Robot Wars, and I think we might go back to the Flame Emperor for a bit while I keep working on stuff. But like I said, because there is a known service issue in my area, yes, Demi-Trainer should be in Turn A somewhere. I will be testing prior to going live, and if it looks like the bandwidth is not going to hold up, we will be postponing as needed. So do be aware of that. Friday, we should be getting the new modem. So theoretically, Wednesday is the only day that should be affected, and Friday things will hopefully be improved. So one can hope. Anyways, let me get us sent over to Sally. Thank you everyone for dealing with the schedule shenanigans this weekend. Take care of yourselves, enjoy your weekends, and I will see you guys next week. Alrighty, ta and boom.